Hello, everyone. We are now live. Good morning. Today, it's a beautiful day. The simultaneous sip, as Scott Adams says. I wish all the best to Scott Adams in his recovery. So, we are working on a song. The song from yesterday. We picked up last night. I was very tired. I went to bed, and now we're back at it. So, here's what we have so far. You're alive. You're alive to seize the day. You're alive. You're alive the only way. I know you are the way. I know you are the way. I can feel the way I love you. Yes, you are the shining star for you. All the love I traveled after you. You're the lonely one find, I swear. You're alive to seize the day. Oh, that is what we have so far. And then last night we were working on the lyrics, doing some object writing, which some intense emotions here, which I'm happy to show. You can read this if you want. I'll leave it up. And now my LLM friend, it has given me, Pat as I call it, but I don't really like the idea of giving the robot too much of a name, my simulated version of my songwriting helper robot is asking me to write the first couple lines. So last night we wrote this. So let's jump right in. If you want to know what the song's about, read this text. I'll scroll down in a bit so you can read the rest. The summary, by the way, is the stars. The summary is right here. It's this. The song is, I know that blanket is warm, but the stars won't shut up. But those stars won't shut up. And we want to tell the song from the point of view of the stars. It's actually, now that I think about it, it's a bit of the same idea as in Pinocchio, the song, When You Wish Upon a Star, Wake Up Where the Clouds All Are, dun, 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 and dreams come true, something like that. That one, except it's not exactly the same message, because that one is not from the point of view of the stars, it's from the point of view of a muse singing about a person and a star. But here we are the star. The person singing is the star, or the spirit of the star, looking at man, telling man, you are destined for more. So it's slightly, it is a different point of view than the Pinocchio one. But that is a useful inspiration. It's the same idea, same broad world. Okay, so menacing, you're alive. You're alive, but I know your real name. Or actually, you're alive. alive, but I know your real name. I like accenting your name. Sad. What would be sad? They've seen this before. So did I write anything here? Oh, I forgot to mention. Last night I came up with these, which is this is, I forget what this is called, but this is a good exercise for songwriting. I took the rhyme. I went through a rhyming dictionary, which I have somewhere here. It doesn't matter. You know what a rhyming dictionary is. You just Google Rhyme Zone. Funny little story. When I won't get distracted after this, but when I first started writing songs in the book is from not now. The book is from before the internet, I think. And so the recommendation was to buy a, yeah, the book is from the 90s, I think. This book is called Writing Better Lyrics, by the way. And yeah, it came out in 1995. So before pre-internet. So I read the book. It's an amazing book. And then I bought myself a thesaurus because he recommends in the book, it's pre-internet. So he recommends buy a thesaurus. So I bought this fat thesaurus. And then as I started writing songs, I just naturally, as a modern person, was like, well, there's probably a thesaurus online. So I went to, and there's all these websites called like Rhyme Zone and Rhyme Thing. There's rhyming dictionaries. So I bought this book, this fat thesaurus. I have never opened it. But because he recommended it. So I went instant. I was like, I want to make progress. I'm going to buy this book. But I never, ever used it. Just use Rhyme Zone or any of the other rhyming dictionaries. But you have to remember, because the rhymes, what you'll learn in the book is that rhymes, all these words rhyme, but if you do rhyming dictionaries, they won't show you all these options. Like, for example, beside her rhymes with tribe, because you could unaccent. So, you're the tribe, us, and I am beside her. It's an internal rhyme. Actually, that's not even a good example. You could end a phrase with higher, and then the next one with beside her. That's what Eminem does. That's how he rhymes orange with door hinge. So that's how. Either way, we have all these words. I didn't just take every single word that rhymes. These are all the words that are basically can work for the song. So sad. Which one of these words is good for sad? For the first line, you're alive, you're alike. Fly, sad. Sky. We could start with I'm the sky. No. We could start with deny, but I don't want to start a song with deny. High, die. It could be the opposite. You will die. That's a later phrase. Don't defy. That could be good. Goodbye. This is the opening line, so we could do something about you're the tribe. Like, okay, I've seen this before. You're alike. I do like the thing that's, oh fuck. I'll write this here so I don't make that mistake again. You're alike. So I'll highlight them. You are, I like the idea of starting with you. I'm instantly gripping the listener. You're alike. You're a rod. You're a side. You decide. You could do you decide. You decide. You hide. You hide your. That doesn't work. Collide beside. You're beside. God damn. Okay, I will. So you decide. You're beside. This is trial, not trail. Time. I don't want to say you're confined. You're divine. You're divine. That's a good start. You're divine. Decline. Gripe. Tire. Ire. Fire. Your desire. Oh, that's good. Telling the person their desire. Your quiet, your dire, your liar, your resign, your rewire, expire, your you'll survive. Rather than survive, here we have survive, so I can get rid of survivor. Outside. Ride, we already have. Fight, we already have. Bright, we already have. Spider. You're outside. Decline, sunshine. Gripe, fire. Higher, require. High. I think I have high somewhere. I do. Dire, liar, conspire, resign, admire, acquire. Beside her. Beside. Beside. What is that spelling of beside? Okay, ice. Entice price. You're high. You're the light, cool, but we already have light later. In the night. These are going to be, I think, we're going to need 4 of these short phrases for verse 1 and verse 2. Maybe we make a verse 3 and then cut it and pick the 2 best verses. Survive, dive, live. Lives. Arise. You're behind. You're the kind. You're wild. You're mild. You're tired. You will find. You can find. Okay. fly. Those are good for later ones. Okay, so now we have you can fly. You will fly. You can fly. That's one. You. I don't want to do don't deny because that's a negative. That's if we're going to hypnotize people in this very uplifting message, then don't deny is a negative. That is not what we want. Don't defy. That's why I don't like those. It could be they'll deny. Okay, you decide. Remember, the stars watched Achilles hesitate in his warm blanket. What do they see you doing that reminds him? Are you staring at a travel website? Come on, we're trying to write a divine song. We're not talking about travel websites. Drawing maps on napkins. That's actually a nice image. I'd like remember there's this idea that there's the idea of the Lindy principle, which is overused in a lot of things, but from Taleb, which says if you want to write a book or a song or make art of any kind or build a company or literally do anything, if you want to do something that can last 100 years, you can't know what 100 years in the future will look like. So that's not helpful. However, you can look what 100 years in the past was like. And you can safely assume that if something was there 100 years ago, something worked 100 years ago, then it will likely work in 100 years. But if something only worked 4 years ago, then it's less likely that it will work in 100 years. For example, if you're creating a B2B SaaS on integrating AI into document workflow, B2B SaaS on integrating AI image generation into content creators workflow. That is something that will likely not be a business in 100 years because it wasn't a business 100 years ago. But if you're making a business that sells forks, you could definitely have that in 100 years. A bicycle business could last 100 years or 500 even. 300. When was the bicycle invented? 150 years ago? So same thing with the song. We want to write a song that if someone in the year 0 heard it, assuming they spoke English, they would connect with it. If Achilles heard the song, he would like it. That's the idea. That's how you write a timeless song. So we're not going to write about travel websites. You're live. OmniPro. So we'll structure it now. First, let's focus on the progression. You present this, but let's come up with 3 structures instead. Okay. The stars remember you, what you used to dream. By the way, if anyone wants this songwriting guide to prompt your LLM to be a good songwriter, I'm happy to offer that. That took some work, so I would have to sell it, but it wouldn't be that expensive. It wouldn't be anything more than like $6,000. I want the progression to naturally flow from the 3 steps of making that decision. What is that? Of this, in deciding to leave comfort. Let me reread. So, this. First we feel this call to adventure, and then we think, but here's all the reasons I shouldn't do it. And then we think, okay, but I really, really have to go. The first is feeling the vapidness of comfort, thinking you have to change something. 2, but here are all the reasons why I don't want to leave comfort. 3, I must go. Ancient therapists have seen in this pattern 1,000 times. Now, from the rhyme list, which pairs would serve each stage? I mean, come on, this is why the LLM can do it for me. Please take the rhyme list and fit it into those 3 categories. Don't summarize. Take every single rhyme I made and put it into one of the 3 categories. I like you will find and you will rise. And you are divine. I also don't need to make them. I don't need to make the vowels always the same, but honestly, it feels like stars would use ah vowels. The star is not going to go, ooh, ooh la loo loo loo, loo doo doo. That's not how stars talk. They go la da 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 da. Feels like the man who would say. We could actually, for this one, although I love these rhymes, we could make those ooh vowels. Because an acknowledge to make your fear is an ooh. Fear also could be ah. Ah, like a yell. This part should definitely be an ah vowel, and this should be an ah vowel. And this can be an oo vowel. Okay, these should go into, so now let's acknowledge this part. But here are all the reasons I don't want to leave comfort. So now what I'll do is find my rhyme dictionary, which I put somewhere. Rhyme dictionary. So rhyme dictionary. And we'll do oo vowels. I want to make sure those are the right vowels. Should it be oo vowels? The stars acknowledge your fears. No, it should be oh. You should be saying ah. It should be something like yes, no. Because if we go oh, om. Yeah, om. Ah is a call to action, and om is closed. So it's saying, here's why you want to close, om, and then we go ah again. We can go eh. First, I will take this and reorganize them because they are not properly organized. These go here. You decide, you'll survive. Let's in the night. Your desire. That's not right. That's not you are desire. Your desire. You can fly. We're going to write 3 really good verses so that it's hard to cut one. One of them will be hard to cut though, but we will need to cut it because the song is already long enough. You're alike. That's the encouragement. I like the idea of you're like the greats, but I could probably find an ooh rhyme that works with that. You can fly. I assume this will be, we will keep this one and we'll choose one of these two. Ooh, or oh. That's no. Let's get some rhymes. No. We'll start with no. 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 O-C, O-B, O-C, O-D, O-F, O-G, Og, O-G, E-F-G, H-I-J, O-J, Oj. Oj? Are there any words that end Oj? Toj, no. O-G, J, K, O-K, same as C. K-O-K-O-L, Osh. Oh, I forgot some of the ash. I forgot ash. Osh. Spa. Aish. Sounds Portuguese. Aish. I sound like someone with a lisp. Like Sean Connery. Aish. Aish. Tithe. Oh, okay. Those don't have any. Tides. Ties, time. Tiled. Child. Wild. Charred. Chart. A chart. Ah. You're the child. Those are different verbs, different sounds. Chart, but we can still do it. Chart, start. So then we can add here. One, I want. You're the start. The only thing is I like singing those back vowels. It's very, very back. Star, like that. Art, start, chart, mart, dart, art smarts, dart, smart carts. That's the name of a store in Milwaukee. Arts smarts, dart smarts. Okay, let's go to no. Enough time dilly-dallying. No. O-L. Known. L-M. O-N. So we have known. L-M-N-O-P. Nope. O-Q-O-R. Or. O-S. Nose. That's actually an O-Z. Os. Toast, most, los, hose. Gross. O-S-L-M-N-O-P-Q-R-S-T. O-T. Oaks, hoax. O, most of them are O. O, toe. OV, ove. Dove. OT, oat. Home. O. O. Ol. Ol. Do. O. Mole. Mole. No. Mole. Mole. No. OG. Og. Bogue. Mogue. Logue. Gogue. Sogue. Dogue. Dog. Dog. Nope. Og. In English, we have very few og. Mogue. Hogue. Togue. Toga. Togue. Drogue. Fogue. Logue. Mogue. Nogue. Dogue. Og. Shogue. Nope. Oaf. Oof. No. Loaf. Loaf. Ode. Oak. Obe. Obe. Tobe. Lobe. Mobe. Nobe. Sobe. Dobe. Gobe. Trobe. Stobe. Stobe. Go. Obe. Obe. Oh, I forgot P, didn't I? Nope. Obe. 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 Gobe. Obe. Oat. Obe. Lobe. Mobe. Nobe. Nobe. Knob. Ube. Dube. Ube. Obe. Go. Okay, we have no B and we have no G. Perfect. So, no. Go. Show. So, remember, this one is about staying home. This one is, oh, here's why I don't want to go, and here's the comfort of home that I like. So, these words are stand in. No. No. But I can't go. Go. We're not going to do go. Below. Flow. Ago. Could say snow. Like there'll be snow. Remember, this is the rebuttal. This is the rebuttal right now. Oak. Broke, smoke, folk, stroke, joke, coke, cloak, invoke, yoke. Bespoke, bespoke. Road. Road showed. Come on. Oh, road. We're going with Om, the home comfort. I'm surprised these words are so unhelpful. You would think the Om sound would be very homey. Old. Old is good. Old is really good. Old. Cold. That's a good one. Cold. Sold controlled. Loaf. Loaf. Both. Control. Growth. Growth. That's a good one. TH. Alone. Loaf. We're not seeing much from loaf. Oaf. Orf. Orf. Dwarf. Dwarf. That's I pronounce those differently. I pronounce that as dwarf. So that does not work for me. Mole. Control. Goal. Hole. Roll. Remember, this is about the blanket. Okay. So scroll. Scroll could be nice because I could refer to scrolling as in the social media scrolling, but also I could have it have a double meaning with a scroll, and that could be a very creative line. Coal, goal, hole. We'll have lots of internal rhymes, so we don't just need two. Home, that's the big one. Home should be the best one. Home, dome, Rome. I like Rome. Jerome. It's funny that Jerome would appear fourth on this list in terms of popularity. Foam dome, Rome. Home. Rome. Throne. Load. Own. The unknown. Known, unknown. These are all the concerns. This is all the excuses. This is here's why I can't. This is the cope, basically. Cope. Cope. That's cope, shown, known, copestone. Throne. Loan. Grown. That's a good one. I'm going to bold that already. You groan. Moan. Moan is a bit. What did you moan do? Drone. A tone. Roan. Combone. Trombone. Revolution. Bourgogne. It's funny that they rhyme those. That they do rhyme those. Rome, 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 Rome. More before. Oh, no. More for before. War. That's different. I don't rhyme those like that. Can I wish I could take Rhyme Zone and adjust it to my accent. I don't rhyme war with no. War. No. I have the caught. That's not the caught merger. That's caught. It is the war merger. It's called like I forget what it's called. I forget what it's called. So I don't rhyme that. For door, floor. The door, out the door. The floor, the store, the core. Score, shore. Explore. That's good. Ignore. Bore. Or. Soar. For. Ashore. Pour. Drawer. Roar. Lore. Whore. The stars aren't going to be that brutal. Thor. We could do Thor. Think of Thor. Like we one of the lines. Think of Thor. Even Thor. That's something like that. Even Thor. Form. OR. Form. North. North. Again, not exactly my vowel. Oh, it's called the North. It's called the North Force. It's called the North Force split. That's actually it. This is linguistics nerdy stuff. North Force merger lexical set. Where is it? There's this amazing website. This one. Great website. Great website. This website here has all of the vowels. If you want to understand more about vowels, which is useful for rhyming, it has every single lexical set here. Boom. And it can tell you which ones you want to group together. If you want to figure out the style of singing in order to group the sounds together. So I separate out north and force. So I'm more likely to rhyme north with far than I am to rhyme north, because far is down here. I'm more likely to rhyme north with far. I went far north, like that. But other people say force, north. Either way, back to work. Thor, gross, for, court, force, north, form. 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 Home form. Course. Course. Form. Course. Nose. Nose. Horse. Yeah, horse. 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 There's horse and there's horse. And this is horse. I'm not going to rhyme horse with One of the things I was so creative about the 90s rappers, Tupac and Biggie Small specifically, is that because they spoke with a very different accent than normal American accent, is that when they speak with the African American accent, that one, they have different rhymes and it's more relaxed, and so they could rhyme words together that for non-native speakers of that accent is very surprising. We are making progress. Perform. I did not include here the R plus vowel words. Those are different. Like board, bard, board, board, board. Norm. Yeah, something like conform. That's beautiful. Conform. Conform. Okay, that's enough. Now, more. We had more. I didn't actually get grooves. The most. Most. Gross rhymes with most. Could not note. Most. Because in singing it will be cut the T. Boat. 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 Close. the classic excuse, I don't have the clothes. The funniest excuse. ghost. Toast. What do you mean there are no rhymes? There you are. The whole thing is but. But if I go, moat, smote, moat. It's like a gloat. Beautiful. Beautiful. Gloat. Float, denote, quote. They'll make fun of me. They'll make fun of me. It'll hurt. It'll be cold. I don't have the clothes. All these excuses. This is the cope. Growth. Coat. I don't want to put on my coat. Joke. Where's joke? Where's K? Here. That's it. Joke. Not joke. Joke. Book. Okay, the book. Oh, the book, love it, of it all. I could do ook rhymes, which makes it a bit more extensive. Choke. Where's choke? Why is choke not here? Why was choke not with spoke? Right here it was. Choke. Growth. Because growth is the only one. Dove. Dove. Of. I say of differently, not ov. I say of. Of. Above. Those are different rhymes. Above. Those rhyme here. Divine, far desire, alive. I just realized I rhyme all of these as alive when I sing them. In the night, above, you're alive, above, of, denied. Love. Oh, I forgot those. Love. You're beside in dirty feeling love. You're the love. Divine, divine love, love. Ah. Dove. Dove. I want this to be dove, not dove. Dove. Strove. Is that a word? Stove. The stove. Stove. These will be past tense verbs. The grove. Which part is a grove? Yeah, small forest. Okay. Place of worship, though. Could you in Wicca? Okay. Rove, drove, dove. Hoax. Hope. Where did I put hope? How did I not put hope? Hoax. We're going to get rid of that one. And nose. Close. Why isn't rhyming close with nose? And a nose. Expose is a good one. And we're back. So we have it was very cold this morning. I was wearing a coat. So what are the best ones? We have them all. What would the person say? So would they say no? And they're acknowledging. I don't want to write it here yet, but the pre-chorus will be about the fact that all great men had that. Were in your position. That's not how you spell your, and also not the word I want to use. In this position is about how all good men were in this position. So the best ones, we have ode, road. So what are the best ideas? We have the road seems cold. The road seems cold. Cold. Home. I think home has to be in there. Conform. Conform. Oh, I pronounce farm differently. I just realized that. It's fine. I can still use it. The unknown. Alone. Groan and moan. Hope. Cope. Cope feels a bit modern of a word to use in a song like this. Thor seems nice. Ignore. Ghost. I like ghost. More. It's the idea of being safe at home. Safe. How do you spell reticence? Reticent. Like that. Reticence. Joke. On the road. Yes, the road. Scroll doesn't really work. Control. Expose. Warm. Warm. I could sing warm. I like singing warm as warm, but I could sing warm as warm. Warm in your home. In the warm. Your home is warm. Your home is warm. Hear you moan or I hear you groan? Moan is more feminine, groan is more masculine. Yeah, I hear you moan sounds too sexual, so I hear you groan. I hear you groan. Unknown. Into beyond the known. Yes, beyond. Yes, beyond the known. Yes, the unknown. Four. That we could put in the next. You might ignore. That's a soft suggestion. And then we'll have a hard suggestion. But close really didn't take much effort. Just grabbed my lines. Okay. Yes, I know. Yes, the road. Dun, 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 dun. This is my cloak. So if we start with yes, I know. Dang da dang da dang dang dang. So the pre-chorus is the part where we go, but remember, even Achilles and Thor were in the same position as you were. So we don't present the but in the verse. The verse is one idea. Yes, I know that the home is warm, but basically, yes, I know your home is warm. Yes, I know your home is warm. You fear the ghosts. You fear the ghosts will take you alone, or something like that. Yes, I know your home is warm. You fear the ghosts. Yes, I know. I know your home is warm. What's the logical argument they're making? Yes, I know the home is warm. You fear the ghosts out on the road, something like that. Or you fear the ghosts beyond the door. On the cold road beyond the door. The cold road beyond the door. The cold, snowy road beyond the door. So, yes, I know. Line 1. The home is warm. On line 1. Yes, I know. Line 2. Something about the home being warm. Line 3. You fear the ghosts. Line 4. Something about beyond. How long are those sentences we have? You're alive. You're alive. You're alive to seize the day. You're alive. We have more space if that's a second verse to play with. You're alive. You're alive to seize the day. You feel alive. Beyond the only way. You fear the ghost beyond the door on the snowy road. You fear the ghost. We could change the rhyme here. Because that's an uplifting chord. You're alive. You're alive, the only way. Very, very uplifting major chord here. Like that. You fear the ghosts. You fear the ghosts you'll find along your way. Yes, I know the home is warm. Your home is warm and gray. Hey. Away, away. That's it. Away, away. Yes, I know your home is warm and your home is warm in bed. Yes, I know you're warm inside your bed. You fear the ghosts. Yes, I know you're warm inside your bed. You fear the ghosts that. Bed. I could rhyme bed. Yes, I know. Something about being warm and comforted for home. Okay. Yes, I know. You're warm inside your bed. Yes, I know. You're warm inside your comfortable bed. I can add syllables here. Yeah, yes, I know. You're warm inside your comfortable bed. You're warm inside your comfortable bed. You're warm in yes, I know you're warm inside your. Yes, I know. You're warm inside your comfortable bed. In the ghosts you'll find along the way. You fear the ghosts you'll find along. I could flip the length. You're warm inside your bed. You fear the ghosts you'll find along the cold, dark way. You'll find along the cold. You'll find along the cold, dark way. You'll find beyond the cold. You'll find beyond the door out there. You'll find indeed. You'll find beyond. Alone out there is nice because it's vague intentionally. You fear the ghosts you'll find beyond the door out there. It's like a kid. It's out there. They can't actually define their fear. You're warm inside, yes I know. You're warm inside your bed. You fear the ghosts you'll find beyond the door out there. You're alive. No, not you're alive. Yes, I know. I'm inside your comfortable bed. Fear the ghost. You'll find beyond the door out there. When does the phrase come in? Beyond the door out there. I know you are the way. You'll find beyond the door out there. That's a key. Also, so cool. Door rhymes with ghost and no, and out there rhymes with bed. So we actually get this phrase to rhyme with both hosts and ed. You'll find beyond the door out there, ghosts and bed. And when do we hit it? You'll find beyond the door out there. I know you are the way. I know you are the way. I can feel the way I love you. Yes, you are the shining star for you. By the way, those bad takes that we took, these were the original first versions, the sketches of potential choruses. And we kept them in and threw a ton of reverb so that they are the backing vocal. And what's funny is that although those were actually those were not good enough. These were all bad takes. And nonetheless, when I throw them in the background, it creates an incredible ambiance because it has all of the potential lyrical ideas, melodic ideas in there. So the amount of energy it brings to the chorus is wonderful. Yes, you are the shining star for you. Now with those old takes. Yes, you are the shining star for you. All the love that I have to you. You're the love we won't find outside. The best one is the high one. This one. Yes, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. The red shining star. Yes, you are. The red shining star. Magical. Whew, that gave me goosebumps. Beautiful. I'll re-sing them, but. Yes, you are the shining star for you. All the love I have to you. You're the love we yes, you are. Yes, you are. That's so incredible. That gives me the chills. That's fine. Yes, you are the shining star for you. All Yes, you are the shining star for you. Yes, you are the shining star for you. All the love I travel up to you. Yes, you are. That melody, that harmony. And the fact that it comes in after is so cool. Yes, you are the shining star for you. All the love I travel up to you. You're the love we won't find. Yes, you are the shining star for you. All the love I travel up. Yes, you are. Yes, you are the shining star for you. All the love I travel up to you. You're the love we won't find. That's I love this song a lot. That part's so cool. I know you are the way. So we had we have here. You're enough to seize the day. You're warm inside your bed. Yes, I know the bed. Door out there. Yes, I know your bed is. Something like the woman in your bed. Something like that. Because the woman in your bed can really represent the comfort of a warm bed is good, but a warm bed with a woman in it is much more comfortable. Like that embodies the basically lack of adventure. There are many, many people who have avoided their call to adventure because of the comfort, the comfort of the world, the comfort of this blanket. Blanket is very comfortable. Yes, I know. Your bed is warm. Your bed is full and warm. I didn't use the word home. So we could do your bed. Yes, I know your bed. That actually can work. Yes, I know your bed is warm. Your bed is warm. Your bed at home is warm. Yes, I know the bed at home is warm. Your bed at home is warm. Yes, I know you're warm inside your bed. Yes, I know your bed at home is warm. That does not ring. as well. You're warm inside. Yes, I know you're warm inside your bed. That. Yes, I know you're warm inside your bed. It opens up and closes. There's a whole phrase. It goes o ae. Yes, I know you're warm inside your bed. Your bed at home is warm. Yes, I know. Your bed at home is warm. You fear the ghosts. That's more the same thing twice. And the other one goes there and back. Yes, I know your bed at home is warm. Yes, I know your bed at home is warm. I don't like the warm rhyme. You're warm inside your bed. Feel the ghost you'll find beyond the door out there. That's it. Perfect. I am being intentional about it, Pat. You think I just randomly don't know what a slant rhyme is? Here's what's working. The stars acknowledge the warmth of the bed, the fear that's emotionally honest. Here's what needs work. Line 4, specificity. Beyond at the door out there. I don't need to justify myself to a LLM that spits out words, but it is useful to think it through. It's asking a good question, which is, you'll find beyond the door out there. I like that. I like you'll find beyond the door out there, because it reminds of a child who doesn't know what they're scared of. They are just scared of the empty void, but they don't know how to specify their exact fear or why they are scared. The counter argument is that the stars would mirror, the stars are intelligent and would mirror the language and fears of the man. The counter argument is that the stars would be hyper precise. LLM is so funny. It tells you a bit about life. You know, I saw some guy on Twitter who was talking about this. He was saying that what you want out of life is, the main thing is, you have to be very specific with your prompting. Basically, what you ask, what you pray for, what you work toward. And part of the reason people don't get what they want is because they're actually not specific enough. They say, I want success, but they don't say exactly what they want and how they will get it and all that. So they ask for something vague. And the thing that I personally have learned by having all these conversations with the LLMs over the last couple of years is that it will tell you when you're being vague. And that is the number one thing you can learn from the LLMs, is from playing with these. It will tell you when you're being vague. And people in life will usually not tell you when you're being vague unless you have a very good friend, which very few people have, unfortunately. And even if you have a very good friend, their job is not to always do that. They only do that occasionally. The LLM can always do that. Now, people using it for therapy, fine, can be useful. Gets treacherous because ideally there's a good way to do it and there's a bad way to do it. If you write out in your journal and then you take some thoughts that you need questioning and you ask the LLM, hey, I've been worrying about this. Do you have any suggestions? Blah, blah, blah. That's good. But if you just randomly start pouring your shit into the LLM, that's not necessarily going to work. There needs to be some structure to it. You could have a good prompt, by the way. There's probably, now that I think about it. Yeah, we're going to go with this. Okay, we have our phrase. We have our lyrics. Verse 2. Yes, I know you're warm inside your bed. You fear the ghosts you'll find beyond the door out there. You'll fear the ghosts you find. I like fear the ghosts you find, but I might want to change. I don't need to start all of them with you. So you fear the ghosts that, it's like the ghosts should be. You fear the ghosts you'll find beyond the door. You fear the ghosts that live beyond the door. You fear the ghosts you'll find. Yes, I know you're warm inside your bed. You fear the ghosts you'll find beyond. I like the I rhyme. You fear the ghosts that fly beyond the door. You fear the ghosts. How about a creepy word for ghosts? The spider could work. You fear the ghosts, the spider beyond the door out there. The spider. The spiders. You fear the ghosts, the spiders in the... I like you'll find because it's active, but you fear the ghosts. Behind. You fear the ghosts behind. You'll find beyond the door. This is so cool. Yes, you are the shining star for you. That high harmony is awesome. I might not even need to change it. It's just... Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, I know. Yes. Yes, I know you're warm inside your bed. You fear the ghosts you'll find beyond the door out there. Let's move on. That's good enough. I'm getting caught up in the details. That is good. And yes, that is correct. Okay. I'm tired of this LLM. So, you're divine. I like that. You're divine is a big one. Maybe that should be the line. You will rise. I like you will rise. Before we can figure out what that's about, but before we can decide about verses 1 and 3, we have to know what the pre-chorus and chorus will be about, because we don't want to repeat ourselves. The pre-chorus is about how all great men were in this position. Verse 1, but the chorus is undecided as of yet, apart from the phrase. What was the phrase we had? You're the light. There's a lot of you here. You're the light we won't find ourselves. For the chorus, beyond that one line, since you're the light, we won't find ourselves, is about a unique purpose. What else belongs there? Verse 3 needs to be about the urgency, not why you're special. That's the chorus, but why now? The stars have watched too many people wait too long. I lament that the light might die unlit. That's a nice phrase. The light might die unlit. The light might die unlit. The promise, I lament that the light might die unlit. That's such a nice phrase. That could be in a film. I lament the light might die unlit. A promise of what happens when you shine. An explanation of why the stars care. Lots of questions here. Lots of questions here. Crackerjacks here. Can't be about fear or greatness. That's the pre-chorus. Or uniqueness. That's the chorus. What's my instinct? Good question. So my instinct, because my instinct is supreme, is... We had here two options. We had the stars expose the emptiness, and the stars insist on inevitability. Yes, you've waited long enough. They know you can't keep ignoring this. They're saying it's now or never. And then here we had, the stars insist on inevitability. This is good. Let's get going. verse 1. So it's about you've waited long enough. You're divine, I think, should be in the chorus. Divine should be in the chorus, definitely. Divine. Divine. You're divine. What is the sound of urgency? Yes, you are. Make your mind. Make your mind. If I say make your mind, is that vague or is it clear that I'm saying make up your mind? Make up your. That's not the cup. Make up. Make up your mind. Make your mind. Way too long. If you wait. No, we don't. Now's the time. It's so vague. Now's the time. I've arrived to guide you on your climb. On your climb, I've arrived to guide you on your climb. I've arrived. Now's the light. You're beside, you're denied. Now your eyes. Now you find. We already used find. We can't use find anymore. Now. Now the fire inside you must be lit, or something must be set free, or. Now the fire. Now ignite. The fire. Now ignite the fire. The fire you've bottled in your head. Now ignite the fire. Now ignite. The fire that dwindles in your. Suppress it. Now ignite the fire that hinders, that blocks, impedes now. Now ignite the fire. It's like the fire you've always wanted to. The fire that, I don't want to say. Held back. Let it rage. We're at the second verse, so it could be like that. You're alive. You're alive to see the day. Let it rage. Let it range. I need a word for the opposite of smothering a fire, which is to let the fire rage. Let it roar. Now ignite the fire you've smothered from your oh, ignite the fire you pretend it ain't. Now ignite. The fire you pretended is let it rain down. Blaze now, ignite the fire you smothered, the fire you pretended in. Let it blaze up the light. I want this. Let it blaze in you. Let it blaze in your eyes. Now ignite the fire you smothered. Now ignite the fire you smothered. The internal rhymes here are very good. Now ignite the fire you smothered in your dread, the fire you let it blaze in your eyes. You arrived to watch you rise. We have let and dread, and we could do head. Blaze. I like A because it doesn't rhyme with anything here. Arrive to watch you rise. Let it blaze. That's gonna stand out. Now ignite. Now ignite the fire you call uncivilized. Now ignite the fire you call uncivilized. Let it blaze in your eyes. I've arrived to watch your eyes. The fire you call uncivilized. The only thing is call. I'd like that to rhyme with something. Now ignite the fire you call uncivilized. Let it blaze. The fire you. Let it blaze your eyes. I've arrived to watch your eyes. Uncivilized, blaze your eyes. Uncivilized and blaze your eyes rhyme. Cool. Blaze in your eyes. Uncivilized, blaze in your eyes. Let it blaze in your eyes. That's so good. The fire you feign uncivilized is so good. Feign, beautiful word. Ah, that's the beautiful moment. Got a nice moment. The fire you feign uncivilized. Pretending it's uncivilized and we really know it's essential. That is so good. That is so good. That's the last piece of the puzzle that so nice to get. Verse 3. My posture has been terrible. I'm not going to ask it for verse 1. I will do verse 1 myself. So we have you're alive. What is the idea? The idea is I need to find this. Stars expose the emptiness. And it's in the night. You're alive. You're alive. And you didn't alive to see the day. But you deny. You're alive to see the day, but you deny. The call to adventure, but you defy. You're alive to see the day, but you defy. The desire you defy. You defy the desire of the gods, basically. You defy the desire of the gods. You're alive to see the day, but you defy the desire of the gods. The desire of the stars. I'd like to know your real name. That's cool. You're alive to seize the day, but you defy the design of the stars who know your name. The design of the stars who know your name. You're alive to see the day, but you defy. I don't love the design. I like, but you defy your shadow stretching towards the gate. It's really good. Your defy your shadow reaching toward, your shadow stretching toward the gate, shadow reaching for the gate, your shadow reaching for the gate, your shadow stretching. Your shadow, but you defy your shadow stretching for the gate, your shadow reaching for the gate, for the gate. You swear you'll seize the day. You're alive, you swear you'll seize the day, but you defy your shadow stretching for the gate. Standing by you defy. Swear you'll seize the day. Standing by your shadow reaches for the gate. You can't deny your shadow reaches for the gate. You can't deny your shadow reaches for the gate. I need a break. I'll be back. We'll keep working on this. Let's hear it one fun time. You're alive. You're alive to seize the day. You're alive. You're alive the only way. I know you are the way. Where did I? I know you are the way. I can feel the way I love you. Yes, you are the shining star for you. All the love I travel after you. You're the love we won't find. That's why I love that pre-chorus. Oh, you are the way. Pre-chorus into the chorus. I know you are the way. I can feel the way I love you. Yes, you are the shining star for you. All the love I travel after you. You're the love we won't find. That's why Okay, well, that's the work for the morning. I'll be back soon. I just need to relax, get some sun. When we come back, we'll finish the pre-chorus and the chorus. I'd like to do that. I think that will happen relatively quickly. That should take 30 minutes, and then we can start producing the song, or let it sit and work on a different song. That's the plan. Okay, bye.